So good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to today's Spotlight on Continuing Professional Development, CPD, and the role of the faculty's CPD advisors. My name is Lola Abudu. I'm Deputy Director for Health and Wellbeing for OHID in the Midlands, and I'm also the Faculty Advisor for the West Midlands. And I'm delighted to welcome our panel, Naveed Syed. Hi, Naveed.
Hi, Lola.
Do introduce yourself and tell us a little bit about your role.
Hi, Lola. Yeah, thank you for that. I'm Dr. Naveed Syed. I'm a consultant in health protection or a CCDC, an old currency for the UK HSA. And I've been at the Faculty of Public Health CPD Director for just over a year. But, I've been privileged enough to be working on the CPD committee since I think back in 2011, really. So that's me.
Thanks so much, Naveed. So on to you, Alison. Do introduce yourself, please.
Hi Lola, my name is Alison Bell. I'm a consultant in public health at Somerset Council and I'm the CPD advisor for the southwest of England.
Great, thank you, Alison. And then finally, we've got Thara Raj. Hi, Thara.
Hi, I'm Thara Raj. I'm Director of Population Health and Inequalities at Warrington and Halton Hospital, and I'm on the CPD committee. Thanks.
Fantastic. Thank you so much for joining today. So we'll start off with our first question, and Naveed, it's to you. Why is continuing professional development and the work of the faculty in this space so important?
I mean, that's a really good question. And I think that goes to the core of what we all try to do. So just going back to my story. So I started in about 2011 and I had an interest in learning and development, in training and teaching. And then I was encouraged to get involved with the committee. And then I sort of developed an interest through that in workforce development and organizational development. And part of what I was doing early on was doing a qualification in medical education. And through doing that, it really reinforced the importance of CPD, of reflective practice. And that became, for me personally, a feedback loop in terms of how critical these things are. And then I was able to see the role of the faculty in a very different light. And it's not just around maintaining professional standards, but it has a whole range of activities. So in the CPD committee, in making sure that public health practice is safe and effective, that we all keep up to date, and it sort of helps support our career development. So it's really critical to what we do as individuals, as professionals, and maintaining the trust amongst the members, amongst employers, as well as amongst the public. And we saw that back during COVID, how critical it was that we are able to engage professionally with authority on the messaging that is there to protect the public's health. So that's essentially why things are really critical to what we do.
Thanks so much, Naveed. Alison, I wonder if you could say a little bit about who can become a faculty CPD advisor and how much time does it take if you get involved?
Yeah, thanks Lola. Well, I'm quite a newbie compared to Naveed actually. I've only been a CPD advisor for just over a year, but I've been a consultant in public health for about 20 years and I've worked in the NHS globally and now in a local authority public health team. And every setting I've worked in has different professional and personal challenges and requires a different approach to CPD. And that's why we're really keen that our CPD advisors reflect the diversity of settings that our members work in. So to answer your question specifically, if you want to become a faculty CPD advisor, you need to have been a member for 3 years and be up to date with your own CPD and in good standing. You need to be nominated and elected by the regional faculty board members. But the most important element is that you're really committed to maintaining professional standards and you're really willing to be approached by members and offer effective support, often when people are feeling a little bit vulnerable or a little bit worried. So being really approachable is probably the most important characteristic. Some people are a bit reluctant to become faculty advisors or CPD advisors because they're worried about the time commitment. But my personal experience is that it's quite minimal and can be very flexible. People approach you by email, and they're usually happy to just have a chat at your convenience, or you can respond to simple queries by email. So you can fit it around your own job. The only thing to flag is probably once a year, we all support the CPD review, and that takes about one session a week, but that's only once a year.
That's really helpful, Alison, and it's really interesting to hear about that diversity and the range of backgrounds that, you know, all of our CPD advisors are from. Thara, can you tell us a little bit more about what CPD advisors are doing? What are the benefits to you of being a CPD advisor?
Thanks, Lola. Well, I can't believe it, but I joined about 7 years ago. And I just wanted to share with you why I'm still part of the committee. So I started as a regional CPD advisor in the Southwest, which Alison now is doing. My job really was to be a point of contact for colleagues, to reach out, especially if they needed some advice or help. So some of the requests I used to get were from people returning from maternity leave, or there was another colleague who was thinking of changing to a completely different profession, but still wanted to maintain their CPD. So you can offer really practical hands-on support. I used to do things like putting on sessions for newly qualified public health consultants. And I was an active part of the Southwest Training Committee and contributed to Education Days, which is a great opportunity to meet other members. You really get to know, as a regional advisor, you really get to know your members and to be that trusted advocate. I was also nominated to be on the Southwest Faculty Board, which kind of, I'm not saying, Alison, you've got to do that next, but there are opportunities to be elected to some other positions. I didn't take that up because I came up to be Director of Public Health in Warrington, so my career took a different path. But why I stay on the committee is because of people like yourself, Naveed, Alison and others, really passionate people who I really enjoy seeing at meetings, but also because I now work in the NHS, it's an opportunity for me to understand, keep in touch with and help others who don't work for mainstream public health organisations. I'm probably most proud of contributing to the new CPD policy, which Naveed and others helped shape. It's a way of, we've managed to make it less rigid, so it's not that strict 50 points that we were all striving for. I feel that that's been a real sort of advance. It's also, we've opened up the practice for practitioners, and that's, I think, something to be really proud of, and we all can play our parts in supporting them. It's a real step forward. I'm also, Alison mentioned the audits. I'm really proud of doing the audits. I really enjoy doing them because you learn so much about public health and how people reflect on the same learning. And also, it's not an onerous part of the year. It's something I actually enjoy and I look forward to. So thank you.
Thanks so much, Thara. Really helpful insights there. So Naveed, I'll come back to you. So we've heard a little bit about CPD. We've heard about the role of the faculty advisors. So what if folk want to get involved? What are the next steps, and how could how can we take that forward?
Oh no, that's another fantastic question, and thanks again to Alison and Thara for those really lovely words. But I do just want to reinforce those things, that actually we are a great team. And we do find that a lot of people who come join the CPD committee do actually go beyond their sort of 2-yearly term, and they stay on because of the things that has been mentioned. So it is really easy to get involved with a sort of a great dynamic team that actually helps shape how public health is practiced and how public health is moved forward. So the best ways are essentially just getting in touch with the CPD advisors and saying, I'm interested to learn more. Can we have a discussion? People may wish to sort of email the CPD team direct in London, or you can email me. I'm happy to have those conversations. But we are very approachable, and we are, keen to be able to sort of spread the word around the benefits of good public health practice through effective reflective practice and good quality CPD, because at the end of the day, we all benefit. We have a much better, much stronger public health workforce that believes in what it does, that keeps up to date and maintains our professional standards.
Thank you so much, Naveed, and thank you to our panel, Naveed, Syed, Alison Bell and Thara Raj. Thank you so much.
Thanks, Lola.